Hi everybody, my name is Beth and I am the Steadfast Stitcher, and this is Kiwi over here. She's my little sweetheart, and this is my Flosstube channel where we talk about cross stitch. Kiwi is keeping me company this evening. She is my little senior sweetheart, one of my two senior sweethearts, and now she's gonna leave. So first off, I am recording later than usual. I kind of had to psych myself into this today. But because it is such a wonderful supporting group, I was able to get myself into the mood to do it. And yeah, so here I am. I have got a few whips to show. Not a lot of progress on them. But I do have a finish, so I'm excited about that. And also, it's been kind of a rough week. We did have a family member that passed away this past week. So it has been a little rough. I don't talk a lot about my family here on Flosstube, little bits here and there. But if you've heard in previous videos me talking about stopping at Brick City and meeting like Mary the Daydream Stitcher when I was on my way back from visiting a family member. That was my uncle, and that has just recently passed away. And it was one of those, it's coming, but you're never really ready for it. So I was glad I did get to see him a few weeks ago. It was a very quick visit, but I did get to spend some time with him, so I'm very happy about that. And so, yeah, my stitching's a little off. My mood might be a little off. I know I'm a little sad, of course, but let's get started and talk about some stitching because I do have a finish to show you, and I'm happy about that. So this is a small one, but it is totally adorable. This came out, not this past Jingle Ball, but the very first Jingle Ball is when it first came out. And it is from the Frosted Pumpkin, and it's Coulter the Fox. So cute. So I finished Coulter the Fox. This is on an 18 count fabric of the month from Dying for Cross Stitch. Now I've talked about Dying for Cross Stitch before, but if you're not familiar, instead of having like a fabric of the month club that you subscribe to and they send out something to you every month, this is they put a different fabric on sale every month. So this particular light gray was one I had fallen in love with, and I bought several pieces of it. So this is the 18 count. Hi, Chloe. Say hi. And I pretty much used all the called for colors with the exception of the 814, DMC 814. The red, I used Etoile. I don't know if you can see, so he's got a little bit of sparkle in his suit and in his epaulets. But he is so adorable, and I'm so happy that I got him finished. He's just so cute. Hi. So that is Coulter the Fox, and that is my second finish of the year. So if you've been following my channel, you know that this year I am doing basically for every 2 finishes I get to start something new if I want to. And it's me. Of course I want to. I did 60 starts last year for my 60th birthday over the course of the year. And so this year, to knock down some of my whips, I can't start anything new until I have 2 finishes. So I will show that in a few minutes, what I ended up with. And I needed to use a tiny decisions wheel for that. Now this didn't get a lot of stitching in, but I just had this out last night. And yeah, it's going to be staying out for a few days, I think, with the exception of tomorrow that I'm starting something new. So this is Hemlock and Rye. Thursa Goes Goth. So it's Thursa Priscilla Dawes 1870, but with the goth colorway. And this is from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. She is Hemlock and Rye. And yeah, I love this pattern. And I love the colors are so much fun. They really are a joy to work with. And I am doing this on 36 count from Picture This Plus. And I've started working on, well, I got that little orange orb done, I think. And then I started working on the berry bowl. And oh my gosh, I just blanked on the name of the fabric. And Picture This Plus 36 count. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm sure you can all be yelling it to me right now because I'm sure I'll see it in the comments too because I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. But yeah, this is such a fun stitch and I really enjoy this one. And it's definitely going to be staying out. Like I said, I didn't get a lot done on it, but I did get some. So, you know, progress is progress. And the other one that I worked on, well, one of the other ones I worked on was from Rosewood Manor and is Dorney Lane. This was one of my birthday starts. And this border is huge, so you're stitching all that negative space. And the design in the border is what you don't stitch. So this is kind of fun to work on. I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana. And this is not one that I zoom with. There's a lot of counting in this one. It's like, you know, stitch 2, skip 2, stitch 3, skip 1. Because you're stitching all the negative space. And yeah, I think this is going to be gorgeous. It's not a project that's going to be done anytime soon. But I do love it. And I am keeping this in a very red bag that I just love with the barns and the quilts on the barn. And I got this from Patchwork Crossing, who's on Etsy. And I keep missing her Instagram posts. I need to post on Instagram more often. I need to share things on Instagram more often. So I've been seeing some beautiful finishes lately. I just saw one from Honeybee Stitcher. She's on Instagram. She's Alice. And she's also in my Crafts and Books group. And she just had a beautiful butterfly finish. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Let's see. Now, the other one that I worked on. Uh-oh. Oh, please. One of the other ones that I worked on is one that hasn't been out in a very long time. And this is from the book Cross Stitch from the Earth by Emma Congdon. And I bought this right when it came out, and I just love this book. There are several things in here I would love to stitch. I think she's got a wonderful command of color, especially with these fonts. The way that she's able to, like, make them look three-dimensional, add, you know, layers of color to it. So I think her patterns are great. But what really got me was this one. And this is The Earth Has Music for Those Who Listen. It's a quote from William Shakespeare. And yeah, I really like this one. So no good reason why. It just has not been out in a very long time. So I pulled this out recently and started working on it again. Wait, she knows. Okay. So this is on 18 count Fiddler's Ada. And and I had the earth done, and so put in some branches and working on the M for music. And this is very fun to stitch. I think it was just because I did all those new starts last year that a lot of my older things got put to the side, even if I really love stitching on them. Some things just got put away and ignored for while I was doing my 60 starts. So I'm really happy to have this one back out again, and it's going on my shelf over here to work on as part of my rotation. And who knows, maybe I'll have a finish on this one, finish this one this year. Try that again. So that was the Earth Has Music. And then I also worked on Pumpkin Colored Autumn. I really like this one. I started this, and you've seen it several times already, but I started this with for Laura's Stitching by the Shore's birthday. It's October Pumpkin SAL. No, I keep saying that wrong. Pumpkin Birthday SAL. Someone's being very vocal. Okay. Shh, shh, shh. All right, I'm going to pause it again. She is not camera shy at all. This is Chloe, in case you haven't met her before. She is one of my 2 sweet seniors. And also a pain in the neck sometimes. Yes, you. All right, so Pumpkin Birthday SAL. This is Pumpkin Colored Autumn, which, by the way, is a free pattern on the Owl Forest website. Not the Etsy site, but the actual website. You can download the pattern for free. So since you last saw this, I added in a very pale peachy pumpkin. I call it, the thread it reminds me of peaches and cream. So hopefully you can see it on here. Let me try. So it is a pumpkin house. There's more stitching in here than it looks. But it is a fun little pattern. I love working on this one. And yeah, so it's like peaches and cream in that house. And then the next house would be darker, and it's like twice the size of this one. And did a little greenery as well. I am doing this on 20 count Aida. And this is Winter Wonderland Medium from Dying for Cross Stitch. Yes, very happy with this, and very relaxing to stitch on. I just really enjoy this one, and it also works well in Pattern Keeper, which is huge for me anyways. I love Pattern Keeper, and I am using the Owl Forest threads for this. Now, because I had 2 finishes, that means I got a new start. Which I haven't started it yet. I am probably going to start it tomorrow. I believe I have heard, and I can't remember where I heard it, but there were a new start along SAL for leap year. But I don't know if it's just new start leap year or something like that, but to start it and then finish it in 4 years. So anyways, I'm going to start my new start on leap day tomorrow. But the way it worked out, it also falls in line with another SAL. I ended up having to use the Tiny Decisions wheel because there was no way I was going to be able to make up my mind. I had a number of patterns that I really wanted to start. One of them, actually, let me show you what was on the wheel. I had from Dimensions, Macintosh Mill, which I found this on eBay for a very reasonable price along with another kit, and the 2 kits together were selling for a lot less than what I've been seeing Macintosh Mill running at price-wise. So I jumped on this because I loved seeing Kim working on it from, she was one of the admins. I think she's still an admin at Full Coverage Fanatics. I had loved watching her work on it. So, yeah, I've been keeping an eye on this for a long time. So, I grabbed it when it found it at a reasonable price. So, oh, you know what? I'm half wondering if I shouldn't have psyched myself into doing a video today, because like I can't talk. I'm a mess. All right. So another one that was on the wheel was a pattern that I got from Stitches So Beautiful. This is Stained Glass Tree of Life, and it is so gorgeous. It is also very huge. It's, well, very big. It's 400 by 400. But, oh my gosh, those colors just, ooh, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So that was also on my wheel. And I also had Santa's house. Look at me having something that's not giant on the wheel. So this is number 1 in the Fabulous Houses series. They're up to, or they just showed the 4th one, which is the cottage. So I have the first 3 now. So I should be getting the cottage one fairly soon. Santa's house. And then I also had from Owl Forest Embroidery, Star Dragon. And I also have the companion piece to this, but which is Moon Deer. But I didn't put that on the wheel. I just put Star Dragon on. There's something that really draws me to this design. So it is, I believe it's about 200 wide, but it's like 450 long. So it is definitely a long pattern. But I love the dragon, and the colors in this are just stunning. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And then the other one that was on the wheel was from Rosewood Manor, and this is Owlsmore Cottage. Debbie Owl and Gator Stitcher is working on this one, and it is absolutely stunning. And I just love all the little owls in this. The little white house is pretty. The florals at the bottom. Everything about this is just gorgeous. So there was no way I was going to be able to make up my mind. So I ended up spinning the Tiny Decisions wheel, and my new start is going to be Star Dragon. So I do plan on giving this, I don't think I'll have a lot of stitchy time tomorrow, but it is going to get a little start tomorrow on Leap Day. And boy, yeah, I'm just in love with the colors on this and the dragon. I can't wait to get started. I do have the threads. I just have to finish making up my mind on fabric that I'm going to use for this. It's going to be something that I have on hand. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to, I'm excited. This is going to be my new start. Yay! Next up is a new SAL that is starting first day of spring. And it can be a project that you are already working on, or you can start something new. Dawn, Enchanted Stitching, and I are going to be doing this together. And in fact, we're going to have a Zoom on the first day of spring to get it going. And it's called Wings of Change SAL. It can be anything with a butterfly, a moth, or a dragonfly on it. Now she is going to be starting this one brand new. She's doing the full size. She has Spirit of the Dragonfly in the full size. I actually, back in 2020, started this one, the mini version. and didn't get very far with it, and it got put away. So I'm going to be doing not a new start, but picking this back up again and working on it. Now, as you can see, I have very little done. Now, I originally started this off with 25 count easy grid, and I was doing 2/1 tent, but I am going to be switching it to 1/1 full cross. So literally, that's all I've got on it. Very, very, very tiny start. So we have a few people that have already picked out different patterns that they're going to be doing with butterflies, moths, or dragonflies. And we're going to be having a Zoom in my group on Tuesday, March 19th, first day of spring, beginning at noon Eastern, and going till through the evening. We call it Last Stitcher Standing. I almost forgot to mention, so if you think of the leap year SAL name, let me know. But I know I'm going to say her name, and I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but Huga Stitcher. She's a Flosstuber. And I hope I'm not repeating myself because this is like take 3. But she is doing a Year of the Dragon SAL. So I'm late to the party, but I'm going to be using Year of the Dragon SAL as a hashtag for this one. And posting it on Instagram. But I heard about Huga Stitcher from Laura Stitching by the Shore, and she has just got a lovely channel. And I'm also going to link Dawn Enchanted Stitching below for the Wings of Change SAL. Dawn is getting fairly close to 1,000 subscribers. So let's go give her a boost and get her up to 1,000. Wouldn't that be great? Cross Stitchers supporting Cross Stitchers. We have the best community here. And I was just thinking too, because when I did the spin and it landed on Star Dragon, it also reminded me that in my Crafts and Books group, March's book club is, guess what? 4th wing. How perfect is that? So I'm going to stitch on a dragon while we're doing book club. Book club is on March 17th. Yes, it's on St. Patty's Day in the afternoon on a Sunday. And you're welcome to come join us to talk about this book or any of our upcoming books. Our next classic book is Mark Twain, and it is A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. That's in April. And then we'll be picking our next 3 books after that. So I am grateful for all of you. I am grateful for my Crafts and Books Zoom stitching group. Just the best people ever. I thank you all for being here and for listening to me ramble on. So that's it for 2 weeks, and I will see you in 2 weeks, hopefully with a good bit more stitching done. And take care of yourselves, everybody, and take care of each other. I'll see you soon. Hopefully you'll come join us for the Wings of Change SAL. See you soon. Bye, everybody.